Hfpt Racing is making a new pathway in the world, giving a different perspective to the sport and creating the new era of sailing. The harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. My name is Xports and welcome to Hfpt Pro Tour from Praia Brava in the wonderful country of Brazil. Welcome to Hfpt Pro Tour from Praia Brava, Itajaí. We're so excited. We are very happy to be here in this beautiful country of Brazil, and everyone here is so excited to watch this fleet racing on the bay. We have 11 riders on the starting line. Bruno Lobo, of course, the Brazilian champion is here. Maria Socorro, Roberto Vega, Ricardo Brito, and Claudio Cruz, one of the riders who has been promoting and supporting the sport in this country for many years. He's a living example of a true love for this sport. Also, we have Martin Pariente from France and Benoit Gomez, one of the fastest riders in the world. We have a great weather here in Praia Brava, 24 Celsius degrees, 23 to 27 knots on the course, and the wind coming from southeast. Very good conditions for this event. The course, we have 10 minutes target time. The riders need to go to the top, then going back to the gate to decide which direction they want to go, going back to the top mark, full speed towards the bottom, and then final stretch towards the finish line. Element Skyboarding, the best skyboarding school in Mexico. Thanks for making this transmission possible. We have 10 races scheduled for this event, one discard for every 5 races. So in the end of the event, the entire fleet can throw away 2 bad scores. We have the timeline, the representation of the course on the bottom of the screen. We have Benoit, Bruno, Martin, Claudio, Maria, Roberto, and Wilson. We have multiple riders on the headcam for this event, and looks like the entire fleet is approaching on starboard to the starting line. We have less than 20 seconds for the start. Some of the riders are flying 15-meter kite, some of them they are flying 13-meter kite. It's gonna be very challenging because we have some swell going on right now with the wind conditions that we have.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And here we go, Hfpt Pro Tour, first race, all of the fleet clear from the starting line, and here we go, we can see that Bruno Lobo on the blue kite and Benoit Gomez taking the lead on the fleet immediately since the beginning of the race. This is incredible to start. We can see the swell going on is building a little bit bigger since we have 23 to 27 knots, and this is incredible because some of the riders they are flying 13-meter kite. I guess Benoit, he's on a 15-meter kite. We can see Martin, he's taking over Wilson, leeward from him. Benoit Gomez, windward from the entire fleet. Bruno Lobo in the middle, and Claudio Cruz, leeward from the entire fleet. Maria, she's close to him. This is gonna be very exciting because the water condition is gonna make the race very challenging from the riders, and I really like to watch that because Formentera and the Formula Kite Spain Series, we have very flat conditions and it's a completely different games versus this swell and 23 to 27 knots right now on the course. We can see that Bruno Lobo and Benoit Gomez, they are taking that lead very far, getting a little bit faster than the entire fleet. We can see how they already created a good gap, and we're gonna find out who's gonna be the first one to tag. And here we go, Benoit Gomez, here's the first one to tag. Bruno Lobo, he's deciding to go a little bit farther on the left-hand side of the course. He's looking around, he's getting ready, yes, he's going for the tag. And here we go, Benoit Gomez, leeward from Bruno Lobo, but very far in front of him. This is incredible. We can see that Benoit Gomez, with no trimming on his kite, you can see on the bar system, he has no trimming. So that's a very impressive skill to be able to manage the kite in such a variable wind conditions. We can see now the riders, the majority of the riders are going on board tack towards the top mark. Also, this leg is gonna be a little bit harder when the riders are going on board because they are finding the swell coming straight towards the board. And remember, one of the hardest things on Hfpt racing is to keep that foil under the water all the time, because immediately that foil gets out of the water, it's very easily to start creating a cavitation and it's very big chances to have a big crash. Benoit Gomez, he's approaching to the top mark, he's looking around and he's gonna make it. He's gonna be the first rider to go on first position on the first lap. Let me tell you, Benoit Gomez, he's one of the fastest riders in the world, and he is the French rider who represents his country in Buenos Aires 2018 for the Hfpt racing. He's very young, but we can see that he has been developing his foiling skills very good, and this is the result. We saw Benoit Gomez in the very first time in the Hfpt Pro Tour in La Ventana early in the year, and he was delivering an amazing performance between Conor Van Bridge, Theo de Remancourt, and Maxime. He was right there in the top 5 all the time on the race. Here we go, Benoit Gomez, he's getting ready for the jibe, and he's jibing. Here we go, the first jibe of the course, and he's very confident, he's very solid right now. He's going towards the gate on the bottom of the course. This is incredible, my friend. The gap that he already created on the first lap. Bruno Lobo, he's getting ready for the jibe, and here we go. Very consistent, very focused, and look at this incredible shot. We can see that Benoit Gomez, very consistent. He's very focused, keeping that mark on his eyes, and he's approaching to the gate. We're gonna see if he's gonna be taking the gate to go on the right hand side or on the left, and here we go. He's approaching, and yes, he's taking the decision to go on the right hand side of the course. Oh my friend, this is an incredible gap that Benoit Gomez already created versus the rest of the fleet, even from Bruno Lobo. Bruno Lobo right now, he's approaching to the gate and he's taking the decision to go on the right hand side, and we can see the difference of the approach from Benoit and Bruno. Benoit Gomez was approaching the gate with a lot more speed, and that's why he was able to get a little bit faster, higher angle upwind right after going around the gate. We can see that Bruno Lobo, he's on board tack, and we're gonna find out if he's gonna attack early or he's gonna try to follow Benoit until the lane line. Martin, he's also approaching to the gate, and he's taking the decision to go on the right hand side as well. This is incredible race by Benoit Gomez with no trimming on his part. He's looking around. We have 23 to 25 knots right now on the course, and I guess he's flying that 50-meter kite. That kite is very big, but Benoit Gomez, he's a strong rider with a lot of skills and very solid around the course. We can see that he's taking his own decisions, very clear, no hesitation, very confident. Bruno Lobo, he's getting ready for the attack, and here we go. Yes, he's pretty much finding the same path that Benoit is leaving behind, and Martin also going on board tack towards the top mark. Very good job from Benoit Gomez. Maria also decided to go on the right hand side of the course. Looks like the entire fleet decided to go on the right hand side of the course. Wilson as well, and looks like Wilson is getting a little bit better angle than Maria, and she is dropping the angle somehow, and probably because she's flying a bigger kite right now and the wind conditions are getting a little bit stronger. Benoit Gomez with this incredible shot from the air. He is very solid, I bet he's doing somewhere between 23 to 25 knots upwind. And let me tell you, he's keeping a great angle. And here we go. He's approaching the top mark, and he's the one on first position to go around the top mark on the second lap. This is amazing how Benoit Gomez is creating that gap bigger and bigger from the rest of the fleet. Let's keep an eye on the leaderboard. Benoit Gomez in first, followed by Bruno, Martin Pariente in third, Wilson in fourth, Maria in fifth, Ricardo in sixth, Roberto in seventh, and Arthur in eighth. Something happened to Claudio Cruz because he is now in the ninth position, followed by Renato. Bruno Lobo, he's giving a little bit more power to the kite on the trimming of the bar, and he's getting ready to shoot that last mark on the bottom of the course. Benoit Gomez, he's very solid. He's not going full speed right now. And I mean, of course, you don't have to risk the entire race getting into a big crash and losing the board. He had an incredible gap between him and the second place, and that's Bruno Lobo. So maybe Benoit Gomez, he's trying to be conservative, going a little bit slower to secure that first bullet for the event, and he's doing very well. And here we go. He's going for the last jibe on the bottom of the course. Very clean, very solid, and here we go. He's on board tag towards the last mark on the bottom of the course. Maria, she is ready for the tag, and she found the lane line, and looks like Wilson is still in front of her. Something happened to Maria. She couldn't keep the angle after going around the gate, and that's why Wilson got in front of her. Bruno Lobo, he's throwing the last jab of the race, and we can see that Benoit Gomez, very confident, he's approaching to the last mark. This is gonna be the first bullet. This is not over until the end, but my friend, he's looking very consistent, very focused. Bruno Lobo, he's way far behind. He's somewhere between 20 to 30 seconds behind, and here we go. Benoit Gomez is approaching to the finish line, and he's gonna get the first bullet of the event, and he's approaching, and he did it. Benoit Gomez got the first bullet of the event of the Hfpt Praia Brava Itajaí. Incredible job by Benoit Gomez. Great show he was giving us around the course, and Bruno Lobo approaching to cross the finish line on second place. Oh my friend, unbelievable. Benoit Gomez, the French rider, with a huge gap between the rest of the fleet, getting his first bullet of the event. And this is the payoff, my friend. Benoit Gomez has been training a lot for the last 2 years on Hfpt racing, and here is the result, my friend. His first bullet with a huge gap versus the rest of the fleet. Bruno Lobo in second position, followed by Martin Pariente. Wilson in fourth position, followed by Maria Socorro and Ricardo in sixth position. Arthur Jucao in seventh, and Claudio Cruz somehow, he ended up a little bit behind the fleet on eighth position, followed by Roberto Vega. What incredible race, a great show we got from Benoit Gomez. Great speed, taking the right decisions. For Element Skyboarding, the best skyboarding school in Mexico. Thanks for making this transmission possible. This is Hfpt Praia Brava, Itajaí. This production was made by Xports Media. My name is Xports Villegas. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next race.